He states, I've been suffering with diabetes for the last 20 years. I personally know how difficult it is to live with diabetes, how our mothers, sisters, and many people in Pakistan must be living with diabetes is painful, and it comes with many problems. Another major problem is that it is difficult to convince people that ignoring diabetes is to invite death. There are many problems for people living in Pakistan. There's education and awareness. There are financial problems, and communication is also rare, particularly for people in remote areas. Diabetes is a silent killer. It grows silently with negative effects, and it takes a long time to understand its symptoms. It's very encouraging that a world-class hospital has come into existence in Pakistan in the form of the Diabetes Center, whose mission is to reduce diabetes. I'm currently here with my son and family, and I wish to thank you, as my family is very important to me, and as is everyone else's. Therefore, I would appeal to you to understand the message of TDC and play your role in treating diabetes. It's honorable words from a well-known person, and obviously adds huge legitimacy to the cause, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow these words to come into effect. Looking ahead, we'll go to the next slides, 2 slides down. I would like to invite on stage an icon of the Pakistani Australian community, Uncle Chaudhry Mustafa Chaudhry, a dear family friend and lifelong patron of TDC. And we'll go over his efforts, the mindset, and the vision for TDC as well, inshallah. Uncle Mustafa.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं अल्लाह सुब्हानहू तआला का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ कि आज हम एक मकसद के लिए यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए। इस मकसद के जो हम हॉस्पिटल बना रहे हैं, इसके पीछे एक बड़ी लंबी दास्तान है कि ये 67 और 68 का वाक़या है कि ईद का दिन था और हम ईद मना रहे थे, खुश थे। लेकिन जब मैं बाहर निकला, कहीं जाने लगा, तो रास्ते में देखा कि एक इंसान यंग होगा 40-42 साल का, वो चारपाई के ऊपर बैठा था और लंबे लंबे सांस ले रहा था। जब उसने मुझे देखा, उसने कहा, मुस्तफ़ा मुझे बचा लो, मुझे बचा लो। मेरे दिल में इतना हुआ कि छुट्टी का दिन है और कोई डॉक्टर हॉस्पिटल नहीं है और हमारे पास कन्वेंस भी नहीं है। और मैंने उसको कहा, अंकल आज तो हॉस्पिटल में कोई डॉक्टर भी नहीं है, जाने का हम जा भी नहीं सकते, बड़ा मुश्किल है। तो कहने लगा, मुझे बचा लो। मैं कहा, कल सुबह आपको मैं ले जाऊंगा। जब सुबह अभी हुई नहीं, रात के 10 बजे हैं, उसकी वफात हो गई। आप यकीन करें, उसकी आवाज़ आज भी मेरा पीछा कर रही है। मुझे इतना दुख हुआ, इतना दर्द हुआ कि मैं इसके लिए, दोस्तों भाइयों, ऐसा ना हो कि हम कोई हमें आवाज़ दे, किसी को कोई बीमार है, कोई प्यासा है, कोई भूखा है, और हम उसकी मदद ना कर सके और वो शिकायत अल्लाह सुब्हानहू तआला के पास ले जाए, तो हमारा क्या बनेगा। डियर भाइयों बहनों, वो वाक़या मुझे आज भी याद है। अब रसूल वसल्लम फरमाते हैं कि सबसे बेहतर वो शख्स है तुम में से जो लोगों को नफ़ा देता है। और फिर फरमाया कि अगर तुम्हारे दिल से नरमी ख़त्म हो जाए तो आप कल के खैर से महरूम हो जाओगे। भाइयों दोस्तों, भाइयों बहनों, और हमारे डॉक्टर असरार मरहूम फरमाते हैं, वो कहते हैं, अगर आप किसी के दर्द और दुख को देखो और इस पोजीशन में हो कि उसका मुदावा कर सकते हो, लेकिन तुम ना करो, तो तुम में इंसानियत नहीं है, तुम्हारे अंदर का जो इंसान है वो नहीं जागा और तुम्हारा दिल रोता नहीं है, आंसू नहीं बहाता। देखो तुम एक मुफक्कर हो सकते हो, कहा उन्होंने, और एक तहज्जुद गुजार हो सकते हो, एक आलम हो सकते हो, एक डॉक्टर हो सकते हो, एक जिम्मेदार हो सकते हो और बिजनेसमैन हो सकते हो, लेकिन तुम नेक नहीं हो सकते। भाई दोस्तों, अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला फिर फरमाते हैं कुरान हकीम में सूरह अल-माइदा में, जिसका मफ़हूम यही है, अगर तुम किसी इंसान का कत्ल करते हो तो ऐसे है जैसे सारी इंसानियत का कत्ल कर दिया, और अगर किसी एक इंसान की जान बचाते हो तो ऐसे है तुमने सारे इंसानियत की जान बचा ली। आज और फिर अल्लाह ताला फरमाते हैं अल-नहल में 96 वर्सेस में, कहते हैं जिसका मफ़हूम है जो सब कुछ तुम्हारे पास है, जो सामान तुम्हारे पास है, वो एक दिन ख़त्म हो जाएगा। जो तुमने अल्लाह के लिए रखा है, अल्लाह को दिया है, वो हमेशा रहने वाला है। दोस्तों भाई, ये दुनिया टूटने वाली है, ख़त्म होने वाली है, इसकी कोई कीमत नहीं है। आज टाइम है हमारे पास कि हम अपना कुछ ना कुछ हिस्सा अल्लाह के पास रख दें, जो कभी ज़ाया नहीं होगा, कभी ख़त्म नहीं होगा, हमेशा रहेगा। लेकिन दुनिया की जो भी चीज़ें हैं वो चोर भी लेके जा सकते हैं, उसको आग भी लग सकती है और ज़ल्ज़ला भी आ सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, वो ख़त्म हो जाएगा। और अल्लाह के लिए ये टाइम है हमारे पास, इसको यूज़ कर लें कि मौत आने से पहले पहले इसका कर लें और अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला को ऐसे अच्छे तरीके से कर्जा दें। और फिर देखिए अल्लाह कहता है मुझे कर्जा अच्छे तरीके से दो, जो देगा अल्लाह सुब्हानहू उसको दुगना तिगना, जैसे इमाम साहब ने कहा है, दुगना तिगना पता बिलियन टाइम्स उससे ज़्यादा देगा। आप एक हाथ से देंगे, अल्लाह सुब्हानहू इससे देगा। और आखिर में मैं ये कहूँगा और दुआ करता हूँ अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला से, ऐ अल्लाह हमारे तमाम दिलों को इस्लाम की रोशनी में रोशनी दे दे और इस्लाम की शमें हमारे दिलों में लगा दे या अल्लाह, ताकि हमें जुल्मत की आंधियाँ भी उस शमों को बुझा ना सके और हमारे जो दिल हैं उनमें ऐसी मोहब्बत लोगों के लिए डाल दे कि जिस दुख दर्द वाले को सुने, देखे, हमारे दिल असर लेने वाले बन जाए और हम दूसरों को फ़ायदा देने वाले बन जाए, लोगों के लिए आसानियाँ पैदा करने वाले बन जाए। आमीन सुम्मा आमीन। जज़ाकल्लाह।
Mashallah, powerful, inspiring words. I'll give a quick translation for those that don't speak Urdu, inshallah, and I won't be able to do the justice to the passion there. But Uncle Mustafa narrated a story when he was a young man. It was a day of Eid, and he said, I was walking, and on the side of the road, and this is a public holiday, a day of celebration, happiness, there was a man who was lying there, maybe in his 40s or 50s, a youngish man, and he was taking deep, long breaths, suffering. And he asked me, he said, oh, Mustafa, save me. He said, Mustafa, help me. And he said, today's the day of Eid, there's no hospital, there's no doctors, in our countries, the facilities are already low, particularly on these days. It's very hard to find any facilities. And he said, I don't know what I can do, but everything is closed. He said, I will come tomorrow and I'll take you to the hospital. When Uncle Mustafa, as a young man, returned that next day, that gentleman had passed away overnight. Uncle Mustafa narrates a story saying that his voice saying, oh, Mustafa, save me, still haunts me to this day. It still bothers him of that moment when he could have done, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, but that situation, and it still haunts and it still bugs him to this day. So the plea making that we, at this point in time, have an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of people. There are those same people silently screaming in Pakistan, asking for our help, whether that be medically, whether that be through all the different facilities that we are providing through this TDC campaign. They are silently screaming for your help. And me and you, in our ignorance, in our ghafla, in our day-to-day lives, are continually turning away. The plea of Uncle Mustafa is that we should not get to the state where we come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and these people will be like a judge against us. They will be held against us, that we asked and me and you turned away, busy in our day-to-day lives. And we know that the hand that gives, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not return it empty. You'll be blessed in this life or in the next. And once again, I can't do justice to the passion, but I thought it would be beneficial for a little translation, inshallah. Okay, so next slide, inshallah. So we've done all the explaining now, all the videos. We've understood the need and also the maqsad, the purpose of TDC, what we are trying to do, and the need in our people for this service. The only thing left to do now is action. It comes down, what can me and you do about it? So I'll hand over to our beloved Imam Uzair from Holland Park Mosque for a short reminder before proceeding ahead with the pledges, inshallah. So Imam Uzair, round of applause, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihi al-kareem, amma ba'd. Functions like this take place many a times during the year. And orators, imma, speak about donations. I'm not going to do that, because I believe that each person in this hall is a responsible person. He or she knows what to do. हमें बताने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So I'm going to make mention of two things, and I would like you to remember these two things for the rest of your life. Sahiwal, this is not one of the two things. I have a strong affiliation with Sahiwal, the city. I was born in England. In 1982, I started my journey of ta'aleem, of Islam. And my first stop was Sahiwal. Jamia Rashidia, GT Road के ऊपर एक मदरसा था, Jamia Rashidia, उसमें मैं पढ़ता रहा. मैं 10 साल का था, गन्ने के ट्रक निकलते थे और मैं पीछे लटकता था और मैं गन्ने चोरी करके खाता था. So I remember those days in Sahiwal. I was very, very young, 10 years old. But that was my first stop. And I have beautiful memories regarding that city. Now let's speak about the two things. Number one, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has two names. I would like you to remember this, two names. Muhammad bin Abdullah, number one name. Number two name is Muhammad Rasulullah. So the first name is Muhammad, the son of Abdullah. And the second name is Muhammad Rasulullah, Muhammad, the Prophet of Allah. We all know that Muhammad, he was Muhammad bin Abdullah for 40 years. For 40 years, he was not Muhammad Rasulullah, he was Muhammad bin Abdullah. And then at the age of 40, he received revelation. And after receiving revelation, he became Muhammad Rasulullah and changed the direction of human history in 23 years. I'm not going to speak about the 23 years. I'm going to speak about the observation of our mother Khadija of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was Muhammad bin Abdullah. So this is a very important lesson. So we're not speaking about Muhammad Rasulullah. We're speaking about Muhammad bin Abdullah. Muhammad, the son of Abdullah. He was not a prophet yet. He married Khadijatul Kubra, and Khadijatul Kubra was 15 years older than him, and she was a widow 2 times. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was 25 years of age. When Prophet Muhammad ﷺ returned from the experience of receiving revelation, he came down. He did not know what transpired. And he said to his wife, Mother Khadija radiyallahu ta'ala anha, Zambiluni, cover me. So she covered him, and she found that her husband is in some kind of distress. And she said, Oh Muhammad, what happened to you? Why are you shivering? And Prophet Muhammad says, I feel that somebody is after me. Koi meri jaan le lega. Somebody is out there to take my life. 1 hour before this, Prophet Muhammad's title changes from Muhammad bin Abdullah to Muhammad Rasulullah. Hazrat Khadijatul Kubra now, she says that is not a possibility. No one can harm you. The reason behind it is that you have been my husband for the last 15 years. 15 years. और बीवी जो खामन को जानती है ना कोई नहीं जानता. So you have been with me day and night for the last 15 years. My observation is encapsulated in 5 things. إنك تكسب العدو وتصل الرحم وتحمل الكلب وتقضي الضيف وتعين على نوائب الحق. Who says this? Khadija al-Kubra. This is an observation of Muhammad, the son of Abdul. That I find you, that you are always out there helping and assisting people. Anyone in need, he can knock on your door. And I found you to respond positively. And I found you that you maintain good ties with your relatives. And you are very hospitable. And you carry the burden of people. And anyone that is in search of the truth, and he is trying in that path, you'll assist him as well. Now let me stop. He becomes a prophet after that. But this was the characteristic of this person before becoming a prophet. What do we learn about this? Prophethood, and the teachings that come with prophethood will allow a person to excel on that level. You have to have that to be an insan. What Dr. Islam said. If a person, it's not about faith. If a person does not have compassion and a kind heart, and he can't cry on the pain of others, he does not deserve to be called a human being. The religion that came to Prophet Muhammad allowed us to go to the next level. And what is that next level? That Prophet Muhammad is crying for the entire night, not for those people that are in front of him. He's even crying for those people that are not even born yet. He's crying for every single human being that is going to take birth, step on earth till the day of judgment. This is what the religion allowed the Prophet of Allah to ascend to. And if a person does not help others, he does not deserve to be called a human being, let alone a Muslim. Muslim is the highest title. And let me draw your attention. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala an, he's been persecuted. Now this is Muhammad Rasulullah. The message is being related. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, as we all know, is one of the first that accepts. But the city of Makkah is not conducive. People are being persecuted. The mighty are becoming mightier and ruthless. So Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq says to the Prophet of Allah, Mujhe ijazat de do. Give me permission. I would like to migrate to Abyssinia. I would like to migrate to Abyssinia. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq is granted permission by Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Think about it. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq is walking out. He's walking out of Makkah and he comes across this person, Haris bin Yazid, who's a non-Muslim. He says, oh, Abu Bakr, where are you going? He says, look, I can't live in this city anymore. I'm being persecuted. This person says, a person like you should never ever leave a city like Makkah. Your being in Makkah is a benefit to Makkah. And then he lets out his observation about Abu Bakr Siddiq. And he says exactly what Mother Khadija said about the Prophet of Allah, exactly the same words. He says that I have found you taksibul ma'doom, wa tasilul rahim, wa tahmilul qalb, وَتَقْرِي الضَّيْفِ وَتُعِينُ عَلَى نَوَائِبِ الْحَقِّ. The same characteristics that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had as Muhammad bin Abdullah was seen by Haris bin Yazid in Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala. So put Islam to the side. That's the next level. Let's become human beings. Let's become human beings. Human beings are the ones that help. That's why we find many people in the world, they don't have faith, but they have a heart and they will help more than many, many Muslims. And we've seen this. This is our observation. That's number one. Number two, there was a great scholar, Maulana Ahmad Lahori Sahib, rahmatullah alayhi, and he was known to give great tafsir of the Quran, commentary to the Quran. Somebody came to him and he said that, look, the Quran is 114 chapters of unequal length. You know, some chapters 286 verses, some chapters 3-4 verses. If I was to ask you, encapsulate the entire Quran in a few sentences, can you encapsulate it? Now, we've spoken about a human being. Now we're talking about the top human being. Top human being. Where does the difference come? So Mullah Ahmad Lori Sahib said, yes, I can encapsulate the entire Quran in 3 sentences. I'm going to say them in Urdu first. Allah ki ibadat karke Allah ko khush kar lo. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam ki itaat karke unko khush kar lo. Aur Allah ki makhluq ki khidmat karke unko khush kar lo. Ibadat, itaat, khidmat. Bas, khatam. The entire essence of the entire Quran is in 3 sentences. Worship Allah, please Allah through His worship. Number 1. Follow the Prophet of Allah and please Him. And serve the creation of Allah Almighty and please the creation. So where does a human being become a great human being? Not by only serving, he has to worship Allah. And then he has to show obedience to the Prophet of Allah. These are the 2 extra ingredients attached to the 3rd ingredient, that is the ingredient of humanity that allows a person to wear the crown of greatness. Does it make sense? Allows us to wear the crown of greatness. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, we worship Allah. Alhamdulillah, we follow the Nabi of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we need to not only worry about the people that are living, we need to worry about the people that have not even come, but we are weak. So at least worry about the people that are in front of us. I'm going to attach to this and then we will start the pledges. Uncle Mustafa made mention of this, and it is basically a hadith that was coming to my mind. Al-mu'min ya'laf wa yu'laf. Wala khayra fi man la ya'laf wa la yu'laf. Wa khayrun nas anfa'uhum lin-nas. It is an amazing statement by the Prophet of Allah. Remember what he says. He says a believer is the one that loves and is loved. आप बीवी को कहते नहीं है, बीवी कहते आपने कभी मुझे ये नहीं कहा कि आप मुझसे प्यार करते हैं. बीवी कहती है ना कभी कि आपने कभी नहीं कहा. The wife says, you never said to me that I love you. And the man says, you know I love you. What does the Prophet say? No. The believer is the one that loves and is loved. The wife has to know. And sisters, the husband has to know as well. It's from both sides. What you are giving, you should reciprocate that as well. What you are giving, it should come back in return. And then the Prophet of Allah says, وَلَا خَيْرَ فِي مَنْ لَا يَعْرَفْ وَلَا يُؤْلَفْ. And there is no good in that person that does not love and is not loved. And then the Prophet of Allah qualifies this hadith by a very strong statement that Uncle Mustafa spoke about. وَخَيْرُ النَّاسِ أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. The best amongst people are those people that are the most beneficial to humanity. Didn't say Muslimin, didn't say Muslims. Said أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. Not lil mu'minin, not lil muslimin. The best to humanity. Let me end by creating a scenario. It is the day of judgment. It is the day of judgment. 50,000 years long. We are walking towards our final destination, inshallah Jannah. And we are short on currency. We are short on currency. One person comes, he says, Ya Allah, I was struggling with diabetes. I was struggling with diabetes. I was in Pakistan. मैं गरीब आदमी था, I was a poor person. I could not afford the medication. One person in Australia who did not even see me. मुझे देखा भी नहीं उसने. One person in Australia who did not even see me. He donated $1,000. He donated $1,000. Ya Allah, I'm going to paradise, and I will not feel comfortable that I go to paradise and the person that assisted me in life, he ends up somewhere else. Ya Allah, let him follow me to where I am going. There will be many scenarios like this, and Allah Almighty will accept the intercession of this person. आप कहाँ देते हैं, उसका फायदा आपको कब मिलेगा, कहाँ मिलेगा, ये किसी को नहीं पता. To bring one smile on the face of a person, one smile on the face of a person. You may give here and this. Nowadays we know the currency in Pakistan, पता नहीं $1,000 का कितना मिल रहा है आजकल, 2 लाख मिल रहा है. 2 लाख रुपए, it's a lot of money in Pakistan. अब देखा जाए, for us, $1,000 is peanuts. $1,000 is nothing for us. हमारे लिए क्या है $1,000? कुछ नहीं हमारे लिए. Emergency call आप अभी आ जाए that we have to go to Pakistan, the ticket is $3,000. And everyone will buy that ticket to go to Pakistan. So there's no reason for anyone to say, I can't donate. And keep in mind, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it. TDC doesn't need our money. Yaad rakhna. We don't give a penny, this is still going to survive. Because this is the family of Allah Almighty, the poor. Allah gives that opportunity. We've seen this 1,000 times in our life. You give to the mosque, you don't give to the mosque. It doesn't matter. You give to a good project, you don't give to a good project. Hassan Gol says, hey, you will agree to this. Money comes. Allah Almighty provides. All these people, they have put hours and hours towards this project. Ye zaya nahi jayega. We are people of faith. We believe that Allah has many, many avenues through which He can send funds to fund this project. The question is, we have the opportunity. That's it. Aaj hamara din. Allah Almighty says, all right, I'm opening the doors for you. All right, we're opening the doors for you. You have the opportunity to give. It's up to you now how much you want to give. If you want to benefit from this, if you don't, the next will come in line. Uncle Mustafa Saab, Dr. Saab, ye project chalta rahega. Ye kabhi khatam nahi hoga. We've seen this, any project that is linked to Allah Almighty, linked to the family of Allah Almighty, will always survive. So be the best amongst the creation of Allah Almighty. And somebody said to one buzurg, he said, mujhe koi nasihat kar de. Mujhe koi nasihat kar de. I'll say this in English in a few moments. Mujhe koi nasihat kar de. उसने कहा कि बस ध्यान करना कि कोई अल्लाह से आपकी शिकायत ना कर बैठे. What a nasihat. He said, give me a piece of advice. He said, the piece of advice is be very, very careful that no one complains against you in the court of Allah. We are prosperous. We are affluent. We have a variety of food on our table. We are worried about the next level of leisure. We have the basics. We have more than basics. Australia is Jannah. And Allah allowed this Jannah to grow from strength to strength. What a beautiful country. But if one poor person comes from anywhere around the world on the Day of Judgment, or even in this one, says, Ya Allah, ye log kha ke mar rahe. We are dying because of too much eating. They are dying because there's no food. We are prolonging our life with medication. Their life comes to an end abruptly because of no medication. Be the generous person. You know what to do. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين. ما شاء
الله. We'll go to the next slide, inshallah. We can skip two slides down, inshallah. The pledge is fine. So we'll get started with our pledges now, inshallah. Now, this is my first time doing it. So we've got a few brothers here on stage. Imam's there, we'll invite a few others, inshallah. But basically, I've got my jacket off. I'm ready to empty people's pockets. So we're starting now with the Rolls Royce, the big donations. So we've broken it down, the hospital, into its separate departments, separate aspects of lab care and diagnostics. And we're looking for the big donations to get things started, inshallah. The first of those is the accident and emergency unit. In Australia, we call it the ED, the emergency unit. Even in Australia, if you go on a Friday night to Royal Brisbane Hospital, you'll see what 200 or 300 patients are seen overnight. Look at our numbers. We see about 250,000 in 5 years. We see about 50,000 people a year. And this is, as Uncle Mustafa's story, that critical care. People who have absolutely nothing, who have maybe 3 days worth of food for their family and their savings, come to their doorstep asking for acute help. So who, or as a table, can hear us with $46,000 to get things started, inshallah? We know we have some big donors, $46,000, inshallah. Is there anyone who is willing to take this opportunity, inshallah, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This is an avenue, an opportunity to come closer to Allah. Is there anyone? What about a table? Is there anyone table that can come together and get $46,000?
Maybe consult with one another on the same table, inshallah.
Excuse me. This is inshallah Sadaqa Jariyah. Zakat eligible?
Yeah, they would have a system, right?
They would silent pledge as well.
Yeah. And the donations can be done silently if you do not want to do it in public. We'll find out about it soon. There's a QR code on the top right of the screen. It'll come up in a second, inshallah. And it can all be done silently as well in the pledge form. All be done online, inshallah. This is zakat eligible. So you can give.
You have a QR code, you have phone number.
Yeah, so there's several ways of donating. The QR code will be the easiest.
This is the insurance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect you from the diseases. You pay in advance, protect your family.
We also do have written out pledge forms on the tables.
Another statement I came across a few days ago, I shared this at Jummah. They say that with a good deed is attached effort. So har neki ke piche ek mujahada hai. And they say that the mujahada, the effort ends, but the virtue remains. So we remember that when we were young, we put an effort towards our studies. The effort that we put towards our studies has ended. We don't even remember it now. But the reward and the virtue of that effort, alhamdulillah, we are enjoying and we will keep enjoying. And likewise, they say that with every wrong, there is pleasure attached. The pleasure ends, but the wrong remains. So they say for little pleasure that is not permanent, don't commit wrong because the wrong will remain with you forever. So alhamdulillah, it does seem like a lot, but it is a little bit of mujahada, a little bit of effort, a little bit of speaking to yourself. And once we can come over that, the virtue that Allah Almighty will give us in return of this beautiful donation that will bring many, many smiles of many, many people, inshallah, that will remain with us for eternity.
Do we find out about the donations live? Do we know about them if they do come for online?
Yeah.
Straight away? Okay. We'll give it some more time then, inshallah. But
We also got the donation from. Yes, go ahead. This is the. Can you show the two donations we got here as well? So somebody pledged for the two section. One is for the X-ray department machines being provided. If you show forward, and then you can. Yeah. So this also unit has been pledged as well. So takbir for that.
inshallah.
So that's the start we have there as well. But we want you guys to donate the whole unit or whole department. This way, this will be ongoing for your family. I normally take it as my insurance with my Allah to protect my family from the sickness. I want to pay advance to those sick people. In the return, I want the protection for my family. That's the belief I have. So this is you take the supplement to keep you healthy.
So, and so just to confirm there, reiterate, so that the dialysis and that X-ray department has already been covered by someone that's tonight, mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept the generous donator. Okay, we'll go a step down then. What about $20,000 for half of that emergency room? Surely we can do that. $20,000 from a table. If you remember what, I think Victoria, what did they get? 80,000?
Yep.
Victoria got 80,000. So surely we can raise more than them down south. Surely we can do that one. They think of us as a small fishing town. Surely we can beat them, inshallah. So 20,000 from a table.
As Sheikh said, it's the opportunity. We never plan, so many faces I'm seeing today. I never dreamt for 2 days ago I'm going to meet. So we are bringing this opportunity to you. Just soften your heart, courage, and we all believe, if we track, whatever we donate, it comes back. This is our belief, we experience it. It's just taking a small step.
Anyone, any takers from this table? $20,000. Surely we can get, that's what, 2,000 a head for a table. Mashallah, brother. I think we've got a pledge here.
Brothers, can you help?
Someone.
Yeah. Just you say there, we collected. Thank you.
Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Jazakumullah khair.
How much is that?
Just.
Yeah. Where's the
20,000.
Yep. You're making us up.
Mashallah. So, donation, mashallah, for $20,000 has just been handed in. Mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the brother. Allahu Akbar. Mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the brother. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless his family and all involved, inshallah. That's $20,000, mashallah, from the brother. Can we match that? Can anyone match that? We'll complete our emergency department. Once again, if we look at the numbers, that's 50,000 patients a year that are being seen in this. And this is those numbers are from a city which has a lot of hospitals, Islamabad and Lahore. This is an area already deficient. We'd expect your dollars to go a lot further. Is there any other table that can match that, inshallah? $20,000. Any other table? $2,000 a head from 10 people and you'll get it, inshallah. Of course. Good reminder there, Auntie Sultana, that it's all tax deductible. We'll provide full tax invoices. It's zakat eligible, this donation. Both beneficial, inshallah. And the reach the dollars can provide is phenomenal for this region that is truly deficient. And is severely lacking. Okay, we'll go down to the next slides then, inshallah. Next slide.
Any more pledges? I'm here to run, please. We got up around 4 o'clock in the morning. We came all the way. We are begging for in the name of Allah, and we are never ashamed of it. And that's what I'm saying. I might not borrow $1 from any of you, but when I ask for the name of Allah, I don't have any fear, because it's always happened, as Sheikh said. It's going to happen. It's all matters. I'm part of it as well.
I don't know. We'll go to the next slide then, inshallah. Yes, sir.
It's one day.
MashaAllah. How much for amongst the table? Jazakumullah khair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, inshallah. We'll come get the pledge form. Jazakumullah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your efforts, inshallah. MashaAllah.
And also, it's a great way to keep the legacy. For always encourage your donation through your children, so they get their tradition going. As they said, if you get the department donated by your family, it can be named under your family name there. So when your children go there, see it, and that's what happened there as well. My father used to take, whenever we do charity, give me in my hand and say, put it there. And you used to have a kallar or something in the masjid, and we're still going like that. So it's very important we keep the legacy, tradition, and values of our ancestors carry on to our youth. And I'm seeing a lot of young children here. It's great to see them here.
MashaAllah.
निकले सर
Brothers here got Gucci shirts on. At least 10,000 for that, inshallah. Okay. So the pledges thus far from 25,000, mashallah. It's a huge, huge effort, as I said. But a little bit more to go, inshallah. So we'll see what else is there up for the.
how much done
Yeah,
how much done
25,000.
in total
Yeah. Well, without the tables and everything, just so far. Like this.
all right
Yeah, just you're planning, can you call it? Just put a bit more projection otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, so the next aspect is now the neurology clinics. That's $10,000. Is there a table that can get $10,000? That's $1,000 per person for a neurology clinic. Now, as you know, diabetes does affect everything, but this clinic is not only exclusively for diabetic patients, but involves a range of conditions. And in Pakistan in particular, this is an aspect which is particularly neglected. There's a stigma around approaching people for care, particularly with the conditions involved in the brain. So a huge, huge reach once again. Is there any table that can give $10,000? If there's 10 on the table, it's $1,000 a head. You can come together, $1,000 a head.
TDC also doing a lot of awareness campaign as well, not only just curing people, but caring as well and just educating to reduce the number, because diabetes also need a lot. The second thing, as a doctor said, this is not exclusive only diabetes, it's a complete hospital. Also cure other patients as well.
Any takers?
And if you remember your accountant called, they said you're paying a lot of taxes. If you donate this way, you get the benefit both ways, because we'll send you tax deductible invoices, which you can claim through the taxes as well. Can somebody take the pledges from the Brother Ali? Can you take the pledge from that? Okay, sorry. No, go ahead.
Inshallah.
You just point a finger and point a hand up. We just come to you, please. And the forms are online as well. You can check. It's quicker for you to fill it in as well. And tell me QR code works. Anybody know what the QR stands for? What the QR stands for? No? Quick response.
Wow.
We want quick response. Oh, mashallah, takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Cash crop is always better than pledge. So if you do it now, your rewards start right now there.
MashaAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, MashaAllah.
what are we doing with Nofa
Got to stretch that table out. Yeah, got to stretch that table out.
let me say I'm gonna give 5 and let's see what they do अस्सलाम वालेकुम क्या हाल है ठीक है I know 5 मैं देता हूँ 5 आप देते इसको खत्म कर 10,000 कर
नहीं
अभी मुझे सुना नहीं है उन्हें कितना प्लेज किया उधर टेबल में
We're getting a paper now. They're processing it. Ali, how much is it? MashaAllah, 5,000 cash coming right now.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Very good, Osama. Our volunteers team, there should be a big clap for them. Led by our beloved Auntie Sultana. Great effort. May Allah accept her, all the effort she did. Ameen.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
Inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bless all your
$1,000.
efforts.
Make sure we get the paperwork right. We got another brother here for volunteer. Yep. No worries. Any form filled? No form filled. Any online QR code link? You'll see as well. The one you did it? Okay, cool. I want to test the system because what people give, that's separate. But I want to see. That's good. That's good. Shake step down.
Okay. We can go to the.
Uncle Mustafa, can I bring you up here? Yep. You just come here. We can bring him here as well. Shabazz uncle, you come here as well. It's good to walk in this age. Yep. Quickly, we're going forward next. So just a quick one. So how much is the land worth when you decided tonight? Kitne ki land? So look at that,
18 crore.
18 crore that you can convert into this. So he donated with the belief, and we can see it's keep growing. Money did not go less in his pocket. It's growing. That's a belief we need to carry over. And that's where the seed put forward. So we want all be part of it. The amount doesn't matter. Just start it. And you will see the taste of donation. We should, even Pakistan, I mean, we are the one of the biggest charity country. And we bring the legacy here. Exactly. Thank you. So we need to move on because time, she said it's a full time. So what should we do?
Okay. We can just start the auction. Come back maybe later.
Speak के आपके पास donation पर sorry pledges पर हैं so just
Okay. So we just say
bring
okay.
substitution
Yeah.
do the option.
Okay. Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you, everyone. So we'll come back to the pledges and we'll complete on. The QR codes are active. You've got your forms in front of you all times. We'll proceed ahead with the auction, inshallah. So I'd like to invite to the stage Mr. Hussein Goss and Muhammad Furqan, and we'll proceed ahead with the auction. Now, everyone on your table has a list of the auction items, and we'll
Diabetes clinic is like
we'll be starting that soon, inshallah.
yeah that's it. Piछली type 1 no picture type 1 This is one we just got an announcement. The Type 1 diabetes clinic been donated by Mrs. Sarah Butt. We listened her message as well. So she just sent a message. She's donated, as I think it's 7,000 something. She donated for the Type 1 diabetes clinic.
You can hear it, but it's,
Maybe there's too much going on. Yeah, we'll turn the other one off.
Okay, assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. I'll speak for another hour on the topic. Of course, that's what you're looking for. Yeah, that's why we lost it, because so many people spoke.
Yes, thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Anyway, anybody you want to say more?
No. Just the last one and say, look, you all sitting there. If you can donate at least $1,000 per table, I think it's just $100 or $200 there. So you have the platform. We're going to start the auction. Please, we come to every table and we collect the form from you. Please go ahead. Okay, we'll send. Yep.
Okay, what do we got? Okay, we've got 3 Quran Dawab pillows, mashallah. So when you put your head on there, I think it actually reads Quran. Okay, this is great for the kids. What do we got? Give me $50 each. We've got 3 of here today. At 50 over there, take $60 bid with a $70 bid over here and 80. At 80, I'll take a $90 bid anywhere in the room at 90. At 90, take a 90. At 100 over there, mashallah, 110. At 110 anywhere. 110, 120 over here, where's the bid? At 120, 120 over there, 130. At 130, mashallah. At $130, we might sell more than 130. At 130, who wants one over there, 130, 2, 3. Done, finished. Next. Next.
He knows how to do it.
You like that? Of course you love it. Open up your wallets. Okay, so 3 covers, mashallah. Are heavy? Yeah, they're not heavy. Yeah, okay. Okay. There's a bronze, a gold, and a silver. Okay. So don't tell them. One of the ones that broke it, but anyway, what are they worth? Okay, let's start the bid at $100. There's a great, put it 100 over there, 120 anywhere. At $120, where's the bid at 120 over there, 130, 140. At 140 over there, mashallah, 200. At 250. At 250, I'll take the $300 bid anywhere. At 300. At 300 over there, mashallah. At $300, we got any other bids at 320. At 320, 340. At 340, $360. At 360, where's the bid? At $360, we got 340 over the back once, twice. We're going to sell it. Which color? Which one? You got one for you. I got one for you. Gold over there. Silver or bronze? He doesn't care. Okay. Don't tell me about the broken one, brother. Just sell it. Just sell it. Everything's halal, most of it here. Okay. Anyone like to give $3,000 towards a project just now? Anyone in the room? 3. They started at the wrong. Anyone like to get $3,000? Quickly now. Don't be shy. Okay, what have we got next? Okay, Zamzam water. What's 20 at how many litres? Okay, we got 20 at 5 litres. Okay, let's start the bid at $50 each, and I want everybody to take one home. 50 over there, 60 anywhere in the room, $60 for the Zamzam. Everybody wants a bottle of Zamzam in their house, mashallah. Hey, that's, brother, is that the same as those ones? No, it's not.
Same one.
Open it up.
I did. This was the open one.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I know.
All right. Oh, I know.
Priceless.
Yeah, I know. 50 at 60, 60 over there, 70 at 80 up the back there, at 90, at $90 quickly now. $90 down there, take 100 anywhere in the room. We'll talk about Australian dollars, not Chinese. At 110, 120. At 120, where's the bid at 120, 130? $130, we might drop the hammer at 130, see how many we can sell at 130. 130 over there, mashallah. One for you. How many? Brother, you can pay 140 for water. One over there, who wants the rest of them? Okay.
So then get it.
Sold. Get a brother, all good. Put your hand up if you want some. Put your hand up, everybody wants one. Quickly, they'll give them out to you. Can anyone help him? Hard to get good labour. Hard to get good labour in Australia. Keep going, brother. Keep getting them out there. Who? Put your hand up. Okay. No staff. No staff here. You're standing there doing nothing, my brother. I tell you that. Keep going. Who? Put your hand up.
Come on. Anybody else?
Three over there, up the back. Either that or they're waving to me, one or the other. Keep them going. Right. Get the money too at the same time. I don't trust this, Bob.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
How many's left?
Anybody else?
Oh, he's got it.
Still got 10 plus.
Okay, they can come later if they want to. Let's go for the next item, my brother. Of course, nobody wants to help. Of course. Okay. What have we got here? We got mashallah.
Clock tower.
This is the clock tower,
It's a working
mashallah.
clock inside there.
And the clock actually works. Beautiful. Okay, what have we got?
And you got a golden and
Let's start the bid at $100. This is something really nice. 100 over there, 120, 140. Where's the bid at 160? 1, 2, 500 over there at 600. Yes or no? At 600. At 600, he's out of it. Any other bids at $600 anywhere? We've got a $500 bid over here once, twice, and no other bids. We'll sell it there for 500. Next. You want gold or silver? Okay.
Who wants the silver one?
Of course you want gold.
There's a silver one still there.
Who wants a silver one? Who'd love a silver one? We've got one left. Anybody want the silver one? We want to sell it off here tonight. Well, okay, let's put the bid up. Let's put the bid up $100. Who wants the silver? 100 over there, 150. At 150, it's only silver. At $150, still under the two. At 250. At 250 over there, mashallah. At $300, yes or no? At 300, we got 250. I'll take 270. At 270, anywhere in the room. At 270, we're going to sell it no matter what. At 250 over here once. At twice. At 250. What was the bid? 3. At 320. They 340 up the back there, 360, yes or no? At $360, she's out of it. At 360, 380. At I take a $400 bid here at 420. At 420, 440. At 440, 460. At 5. At 5, at 550 in the corner. At 550, he says no. At 500 here once and twice, and we're going to sell it for 500, mashallah. Jazakallah for that, my sister. Why doesn't someone help us? Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Don't come to Queensland. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What do we got here, brother? This is a mat.
Interactive prayer mat.
It's an interactive prayer mat.
It goes through
Where's the
with you.
price? Okay, let's start the bid at $50. At 50, at 70, you take the $90 bid anywhere, take 100 to 110, 120, 130. At 130, 140, yes or no, 150, 160. At 160, 180. At 100, take the $200 bid at 220. At 220, 240, it's worth that. At 240, 260, 260, 280, take the $300 bid. At 300, yes or no. At 300 up there. At 3. At 320, 340. At 340, where? At 4. At 400. At 450, yes or no. At 450, he says no. At 450 at 5. At 500, going to a great cause here today. At 500, at 550. At 550, I'll take the 6. At 600, at $600. At 600, thank you. At 650, he's out of it. At 600 down here once, twice. We're going to sell it for 600. That is sold, mashallah. Next. Brother, don't wait for me. Okay, we got a beautiful Allah Muhammad frame. How many you got? Get them up. Get them up. I want to sell them both at once. Okay. Oh, you got 3 there, haven't you?
No, just one.
Okay, we'll put the gold one up. What's it worth? $40. $40 quickly now. We want to eat. At 40, at 50, at 50 anywhere in the room, at 50 over there, mashallah, 50 at 60, 100, 120, at 120 on this side, he says no, at $100, 120, 140, at $140, 140, 160, $160, yes or no, at 160, turned his face around, at 140 over there once, at 140 twice, and that is sold. And where's the next item quickly now? Okay, let's start the bid at $100. Who wants it for $100? There we go. Have a look at it. 100. At 100, there, here we go again at 120. $120. Where's the bid at 120? At $120 in the other bids. We got $100 over there once and $100 over there twice, and that is sold. Where's the next item? Quickly now. Don't wait for me. Oh, did you? There you go.
Quran moon speaker.
Okay, this is
The
a.
Quran.
It's the Quran.
Lights up as a moon.
And lines up like the moon, mashallah. Okay, like your face, beautiful, mashallah. Okay, where is it? Let's start the bid at $50. This is something, $50 down there, 70. I take $100 bid. Why not at 120? At 120, 140, 160. At 160, I take 500. Okay, forget about the hundreds. 500, mashallah. 550 up the back. 550 at 6, at 600, at $600, yes sir, at 650, at 650 in the other bids, at 60 I'll take the 7, at 700 he says no, at 650 once, twice, and I don't see any other bids, and that is a very good price, mashallah. May Allah reward you, mashallah. Okay, what's that?
Touch
Oh,
lamp. It's a touch lamp.
It's a touch lamp.
Quran speaker as well.
Okay, what's it worth?
In the morning you touch it, you get a Quran.
Okay, that's, oh, you touch it, what happens?
It lights up. It's a touch lamp.
Okay.
And it also does Quran as well.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's start the bid at $1,000. Who wants it for $1,000? $1,000 in here. I'll pay $1,000. At $1,000 in the other bids, sold. Put it away for me. Okay, what do we got?
Quran speaker.
Quran speaker kit. Q. Oh, Q. Oh, yes, it is too. Okay, where are we? Come on, my brother. Okay, let's start the bid at $100. 100 there. We got some good unique items, mashallah. $100. Where? Okay, mashallah. $100 there to 150 anywhere. At 150, mashallah, 150, I'll take the 2. At 2, 250. At 250, take the 3. At $300 there. At 300, yes or no? At 300, yeah. At 350, 4. At 400, 450, he's out of it. At 470. At 450 once. At a 450 twice. And that is sold, mashallah. Okay, we got Aethel Kursi, is it? How many you got?
We got 3. 2 gold and 1 silver.
Okay, 2 gold and 1 silver, 3. Where's the... Okay, let's start the bid at $50. That's cheap. 50 over there. I'll take 100 and 150. I'll take the 200, 250 at 3. At $300, where's the bid at 3.5? At 5 at 550. At 550 anywhere in the room. At 550, we have a $500 bid in the corner once. At $500 bid in the corner, we don't have any other bids there. We'll take the $500. Which one? How many? 1. That one sold. Who wants the second one? Who wants the second one? Where's the underbidder? Where is that underbidder? Has she gone under the table? Who wants it? Let's start the bid for the second one. Let's start the bid at $100 again. Who wants it for $100? 100 for the second one. 100 over there, 150. At $150, he's carrying him around. At $150 quickly now. 150 up the back. I'll take the $200 bid. Thank you very much. And why not 200, 250? At $250. At $250, you get the choice of which one you want. At $250, a 3. At $300. At $300, he says no. At $250 down the corner, once, twice, and we're going to sell it for $250. Any left? Is there any left? All sold? MashaAllah. Oh, we got one more. Huh? Okay. $100 for the silver one?
Yes.
100 there. I'll take 150 for the silver one. Who wants it for $150 quickly? That's cheap at that. 150 in the corner, new bidder. At 200 at 250. At $250. At 250, she's out of it. We have 2. I'll take 220. At $220. At 220, anybody? We have a $200 bid over here. Where's the bid? 220 at 230. At $230, yes or no? 240. At $240. At 240, 250. At 250, he's out of it. At 240 in the corner, once, twice, and we're going to sell it to Sultan, mashallah. Jazakallah for that. We're nearly done. We're not going to bore you.
This is perfume that they put on the kiswa on the fabric of the Kaaba.
Oh, this is a perfume that goes on the kiswa of the Kaaba. So that's going to be very unique. $200.
Yes.
At 200, at 3, I'll take the bids up at 100, at 4, at 5, and take the 600 bid them as a 7. At 7, anywhere in the room. At $700 quickly now. At 700. At $700, I have a $600 bid up there. At 7. At 7, he's out of it. At $700 anywhere. We have a $600 bid up there, and we're going to take the bid at 600 once, and at 600 over there twice, and that is a very unique item. May Allah bless you, my brother. It's beautiful at $600. Okay, Azan clock. Okay, you can buy them anyway, except for Kmart, but never mind. Okay, no, that's very special. It's got a calendar on it? Okay, where's... Oh, Hijra calendar. Oh, yes. Okay, let's start a bid at $100 for this clock. With the calendar, $100 then, mashallah, 150. They take the $200 bid at 220 anywhere. At 220, 240. At 240, 260. Thank you very much, 280. At $280. At 280, take the $300 bid, 320. At 320, 340. At 360. At 360, 380. At 3, take the $400 bid quickly now. At 420. At 420, 440. At $440, she's with us, 460, 480. At 400, and I take the $500 bid. At 520. At 520. 540, 560, at 560, 500, I take the $500, $600 bid at 620, at 620, at 650, at 650, yes or no, at 7, at 7, at $750, at 750, at 8, at $850, at 8, I take the 9, at 9, at $900, yes or no, at 9, he says no, at 850 on this table once, twice, and we don't have any other bids, and that is sold, mashallah, beautiful, my sister. Anything left?
The next one.
You never gave me any water either. I'll lose all my voice. Thank you, my brother. Okay, these are beautiful, mashallah.
It's a mirrored frame. It's got Allah.
I like it. I like it. Okay. All right, 500. 500. Okay, put it away. I'll buy $1,000. 500.
For both?
Yeah, one. I only want one, brother. Where's the other one? No, one's enough. Okay, 300 for this one. Who wants it? 300. $300. Okay, 100. 100 over there, 150 anywhere, 150 take the two. At $200, 250. At 250, they're having their dinner now, mashallah. At 250, he's out of it. At $200 over here, we don't see another bid, mashallah. At 250, at 270, 280. At $280, he's out of it. At 280, yes or no, too. I take the $300 bid. 320, yes, at 340. 340, he's out of it. At $300 down there with Sultan once, twice, and we're going to sell it to Sultan, and that is sold, mashallah. That's a nice one. I should swap it actually, but I want the gold one. Sultan, you want the gold or silver? Okay, give me the gold. I pay more. Okay, what do you got, a prayer mat?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a nice prayer mat. What's that one?
It's a traveling prayer mat, and it's got the, it looks like
Male or female?
both. It's unique.
Some of them pray, some of them don't. Yeah. Nice. Okay, there's a beautiful prayer mat. It's got a traveling bag. That's nice. What's it worth? $100 quickly now. 100 there, 150. Take the two. At 250 there, 300. At 350 up the back. I'll take a 4. It's on the market now at 450. At 450, it's on the market 5. At $550 in the other bids. At 550, no other bids. At 5. At 5. At 550 there, at a new bidder. At 5 at $600. At $600, yes or no, 650. At 6, we'll take the 7. At 700, at 7, he's out of it. At 650 over there, and we'll set the Hanif buy it twice, and that is sold with brother mine, mashallah, my brother Hanif from Dalila. What do you got next? Another prayer mat. Okay. Must be Muslims in this room. Okay. Okay, Makam Ibrahim. Oh, yes, mashallah, beautiful. Okay, what's it worth? $100 quickly now. 100 in there, 150. I'll take the 2 anywhere. At $200, thank you there. 220. At $220, that's cheap at that. At 220. At 240. At 240 anywhere in the room. And we don't see any other bids. Everybody's eating. At $200 over here once, and that is twice, and that is 3 times, and that is completely sold. We got one more prayer mat. That's a nice soft one, is it? Mashallah.
This one's a memory foam.
Right. Okay, what's it worth? $100. Show them both sides of it. Turn it around. That's
It's a memory foam. Memory foam one.
100, 150 for this one. You won't buy for 150.
It's got some rawda, I think in Medina.
Oh, it's got the water. Oh, yes.
Rawda.
150 at 2. At 200, 250 over there. I'll take the 3. At $300, thank you for 350. Yes. At 350 at 4. At 4, 450. At 450, where's the new bidder there? 450 at 5. At 500. At 500, 550 over here. At 550 at 6. At 600. At $600, he's out of it. At 600 anywhere. We have 550 over here once. At 550 over here twice. At 6. At 600. At 650. $650, yes or no, Riza? At 650, you want it, yes or no? He's out of it. At 600 down here, twice, and we all done and all sold up. Sold, mashallah. Brother Neith, yeah. Are we done? We got one more item left. Okay. I've got 2, okay.
This one's pretty expensive.
Okay, this is very expensive. Just explain to him, my brother.
It's a type of it's a very special type of perfume. It's yeah. Hayati perfume oil. So it's a very exclusive type of perfume.
Okay, brother, speak English next time because I don't understand it, okay? Okay, special perfume. Where are we? Where are you? Okay, it's expensive. It's the best one. $300, anybody?
Yes.
300, nobody's buying there. At 350, I'll take 4. At 400, at 450 anywhere. At 400, take a 5. At 5, at $550. At $550, we have a bid up in the corner at 550. At 550, at 550 down here, I'll take the 600. At $600, he's out of it already. At 600 here. At 650 behind, take the 7. At 700. At 700, 750. At 750 up the back there, he's out of it. At 700 down here, we don't see any other bidders once, and that is twice, and that is a bargain, my dear brother. Mashallah, that's sold.
So this one is a very exclusive one. This is hand blown Dubai crystal.
Mashallah.
On it as well.
This is Aethel Kursi. This is something unique. Now, we've got some great bidders here.
Let's see how much.
Oh,
So, yeah, exactly. It's very.
$1,000. You're not going to buy for $1,000. He wants to get bid as 1,000. I'll take that bid up at 1,000 at 2,000. At $2,000, you're not going to buy for that either. We got to get a bid going at 2. I'll take 3, and it's not on the market yet. At 3, at 3,500, it's on the market soon. At 4, at $4,000, and stop eating for a minute. At 4,000, at 4,000, this is very unique. At $4,000, we have 3 and a 4. At 4.5, at $4,500, I'll take 4 too. At 4,200. At 4,002, we're going to sell it. At 4.4, at 4,400, at 4,400 there, yes or no? At 4.4, at 4.5, at 4,500, let's keep the noise down. At 4.5, at 4.6, at 4,600, yes or no? At 4.6, at 4.7, at 4,700, yes or no? At 4,000, he says no. At 4,700 here in the room. At 4,600 over here, once. At 4,600 over here, twice.
Yes.
At 4.7, at 4.7, at 4.8, at 4,008, I take 4.9, at 4,900, at 4,900. You can throw something in. Is there anything extra in the room? Give him a zum-zum. Give him 2 zum-zums, please. Get him up. Hey, this fella stands, he does nothing. Okay. Okay. 5. At 5,000, at 5,001, at 5,001, at $5,100, at 5,001, yes or no? At 5,001, he's out of it. At 5,100, yes or no? At 5,100, he says no. At 5.1, at 5.2, at 5,002, thank you. At 5.3, at 5,300, at 5,300, yes or no? At 5,300, it's all tax deductible in tonight. The Commonwealth Bank government are paying for it. At 5,300, at 5.3, yes or no? It's all tax deductible. At 5,200 on this table down here, once. At 5,200 over here, twice. Always got to be one in the crowd. We got one here. At 5,200 over here, twice. 5.3, at 5.3, at 5.4, at 5,400, yes or no? At 5,004, he's out at 5.5, at 5,005.6, at 5,600, at 5,600 here, at 5,600 here, we're talking about Australian dollars, not American. At $5,600, at $5,600, yes or no? At 5,500 over here, once. At 5,500 over here, twice. At 5,500 over here, twice. We all done? Give him a takbir. Give him a takbir. Another one. Done, mashallah. Jazakallah, my dear brothers. May Allah bless everybody, inshallah.
Thank you very, very much. Can I get the mic?
I give him all the zam-zam.
Yeah. Jazakallah, it was very, very... Iman, thank you very much. Brother Hussain, can I get a mic back? Just to conclude for the evening, we want to say thank you to everyone who came here, and Allah gave a tawfiq to all of us to contribute to a noble cause. From our side, a very, very small token of thanks to our beloved Auntie Sultana. Can you come up here? From our team from Sydney, we want to say thank you and want to hand in, where is she? Where is our cameraman here as well? You can come here. We just want to say a small thank you from our team. You got to come here. I can come to you then. But once again, big clap for Auntie. She did a great work and she... Thank you. Yeah, sure. It's a small thing. Also.